Lindsay, I saw it popped up on YouTube, the creative financing video. I didn't get to watch it, but I want to sit down and watch that one.
Oh yeah, you know it's just the basics going over what
Yeah,
seller financing.
I love that. Like you're doing just informational things and
Mhm.
one-off kind of topics, and so I think that's so smart and good because not everybody understands it or knows it or thinks it's even a possibility, right?
Yeah,
Oh,
definitely.
is there a Lindsay? You have a YouTube channel? I don't know about it. Can you put
Yeah,
that?
I
Oh, there you
do.
go, another
I
subscriber.
don't talk about it very often, but I just started very recently. I do bring guests on. I brought Vincent, so
Hmm.
Oh, okay.
My
I
Good.
first
did
one.
Yeah.
have Mark, Jack, Business Dog, Mikey, and other girls too.
Oh, that's good to know. I will listen to it.
Mhm.
Yeah, I put it on the chat if you want to look
Yeah,
at
yeah,
it.
yeah. I saw it. Yep. Okay. Sure.
Is everybody in California? Like Ravi, you are in California.
Yeah,
Jane,
I'm
you
in
are in
California,
California.
Anna. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh my goodness. You're Californians.
Yeah. Yeah, Jen is as well. I think there's a good amount of us out here.
I think
Yeah, I
I
guess
mean,
we're
that's
all on
the
the
it's
west coast. Huh?
that makes sense of why we're out of state investing, right? Like that was the start of it because we're in California. I'm assuming a lot of people.
Yeah.
Robbie, what's going on with you? I know you're working. Any updates with you? What do you have going on? I know you're looking for something in the Bay Area, but what's going on with you?
Yeah. So I was narrowed down to one duplex property in Merced.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I like but still, right? I wouldn't make any money. There won't be any cash flow. Um, so let me share additional details. 1 second. Let me pull up my chart.
Yeah.
So this is a, a two-door duplex. One unit has two bathroom, one bath, 954 square foot, and another one have three bedroom, two bath, 1,333 square foot.
Mm-hmm.
They were asking 455K. The house is like about 45 years old. It built in 1980. So right now they were collecting rent 2,850. But even with the 25% down payment, I wouldn't make any cash flow.
Yeah.
So I was thinking of asking, put some offer for 380 or something.
Mm-hmm. That's what I was gonna say. Yeah.
Yeah.
I would run the numbers to see where it works
Hmm.
and then get disrespectful at that point.
Yeah, that's right.
Um, do you know about the owner if they own it outright? Do you know anything about that?
He bought it for 275. I don't know about that, whether he's won it outright. I don't know whether he still have a loan or not. I'm not sure.
If you'd like, we can look it up to right now or today. I don't
Yeah.
know.
Oh, yeah. So I have the address. How
I
do we
can.
look it up? I don't know.
You can give me that, or I'll share my screen and then I'll show you everything.
Okay. So I will put the address.
Okay,
Yeah.
give me 1 second.
You can also look up for free to
Yeah.
propwire.com, but Vincent has all the tools.
No, that's the prop wire is good.
Mhm.
Okay, let me share. This just only you can share, Lindsay. Or can you share your prop wire then?
Let me see. I think I have to give you privileges. Go ahead.
You said go ahead.
Yeah.
Share. Okay.
Yeah.
I've never been to Merced, Ravi, but I did buy a house. One of my flips that we're working on now. The wholesaler that brought me the deal, he's actually visited the property a couple times. We actually kind of made a little friendship, but he actually was telling me about Merced and how up and coming it is because of the UC there.
Mm-hmm.
And the student housing and things like that, and how it's growing and building. I've never even been there or heard of it. Or I mean, I've heard of it. I've just never been around that area.
Mm-hmm.
So, they live in Atwater, Saul Gonzalez. So value and equity looks like they owe about a 270.
Mm.
And you said they bought for 270, right? Yeah, 270.
75, yeah, okay.
Oh, he took a cash out. That's why. So in 2022, he bought it for 275, put 20% down. So his loan was 221.
Mm-hmm.
And then looks like took a cash out refi from Zinc in July of last year. So I think they're probably underwater a little bit. So
Okay.
probably every dollar of what they're getting is going to no, never mind. Why would release orchard funding? Oh, I see. Okay.
55, right? We listed for 455.
Yeah. So they took a cash out of that. So they just basically got their 20% back out.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And then, right at 272. So he's basically put his down payment back in his pocket. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah, he still owes the 272. So yeah, I would get disrespectful. He's got all his money back, and I don't know if they're cash flowing or anything, but I would if 380 work, I don't know what numbers work for where the numbers would work for you, but I would definitely just try it. How long has it been on market?
That's a good question. One
It says
second.
31 days.
Hmm.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know, if there is any repair needs to be done. Those details I do not have.
Mhm.
I'm talking to the agents to just find out, when did the last repair happened.
You haven't seen the property yet? No.
No, I haven't seen the property yet. Yeah.
Jen asked the same question. Yeah.
Mm.
Where Mercedes by where? What city is that by?
It's it's when you go from Bay Area, it is before Fresno, right?
Okay.
It's about
Like on the way to Yosemite.
yeah, on the way to
Okay.
somebody.
Jen's asking, have you checked out any comps, Robbie?
What does that mean?
Any comparables in the area? What they have sold for, or what
Yeah, there is not much duplex out there, so that's
Mhm.
that's another thing. Like very, very few duplex. Yeah. Let me see. I will talk to the agent today to see, to find out about any immediate repair needed.
Mhm.
Based on that, I will come up with my number. I don't want to get into it and then after some time, if I have to change the roof or HVAC, so that's not good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would say feel confident. Don't be scared to be disrespectful with your offer, right? You got to do
Okay.
what works for you. You never know what that seller is doing or going through.
Mm-hmm.
So they could just be having issues and they'll take anything, but they're going to the
Okay.
market. They thought they're going to get more interest in 31 days. Maybe they're not. So I would say run your numbers to where you need to be
Mm-hmm.
and then throw an offer a little bit lower than that because they're going to counter, right?
Okay.
So throw it a little bit low and just see. And then you wait because don't stretch your numbers for something like this, especially a California cash flowing asset. Don't stretch your numbers because I feel like it could bite you in the long run.
Okay.
Run your numbers right, and then throw that offer. And like I said, they're going to counter, but they may come back later in a month and be like, "Hey, we'll take it. Like we just got to get this done." You never know.
Okay. Yeah.
You said the rent is going to be 2,850?
Yeah. So right now that's what he is correcting. So
Oh.
one is at the market rate, the one unit, right, at the market rate. The other one is not at the market rate. I think in California there is a rent control, right? If the tenant is going to stay there, I don't think I can increase the rent, right? So that also I have to consider.
Yeah.
You have a total of 5 rooms, right? A 3 bedroom and a 2 bedroom.
Yes, yeah.
And you never
What is the
student housing? Sorry,
What's that, Lindsay?
student housing because the UCLA is right there. UC Merced is
Oh,
right
yeah,
there.
yeah. So it is in the neighborhood. Yep.
what would the market rate rents be total?
The one unit like which is they rented out for 1,000, it can go like 1,300,
Okay,
300. Yeah.
so it's kind of close.
Yeah.
Okay.
I went to UC Merced in 2008, I think.
Oh,
I was paying $600 per my shared bedroom monthly.
shared bedroom.
Yeah, three people in 1 bedroom in housing inside of the university.
600 each
Yes,
Oh, inside the university.
for one
Okay.
bedroom.
yes. And shared bathroom, like with another bedroom.
Oh, I might be buying a Merced then if 1,800 a room. Wow.
Yeah, that is one option, right?
That's
I can
inside the
buy a-
university. I don't know what they would do outside.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Oh, you went to Merced. Okay.
for 1 semester. Yeah.
Yeah.
Semester, okay.
Wow. Well, Robbie, it was, what's today? Friday. So Wednesday night, I couldn't sleep and just the normal thing, but I was on my phone all night. And I never, ever, ever look on market really. And I just happened to in one of the areas I invested in Montgomery. And I was looking at days on market and I was filtering through there and I found like 6 houses. I favorited them. And I was like, all right, tomorrow morning, I'm going to look at these. So yesterday morning, I just called the 6 agents and like, tell me what's going on, shared their information. One of them was listed for like 109 or 110, I think. And I ran my numbers to where I would need to be at because it did need a little bit of work. And I just threw them an offer for 76. Like, let me just see. They countered at 78. So needless to say, I'm buying that property now. And it just came unexpectedly with just throwing some disrespectful offer of where I need to be. And I wasn't expecting that at all, to be honest. It was kind of a shot in the dark. And then she countered at that, and I was like, "Oh, we're right there. Like I can make that work. $2,000, I can make that work."
Yeah.
So I sent my contractor. He actually, that's why I was late to the call. I was on the phone with him. He's like, "You better buy this house. This house is good. It needs cosmetic work, but it's good. You better buy it." And I was like, "All right, cool." So I just sent I was sending emails out, but like just trying that out, Robbie. I think you never know. And then the contract, I say this to say that he was there and talking to the homeowner, the seller, and he's like, "Hey, we just got to sell this. Like we're closing on our next house and we don't have the money yet." So now I know he's desperate. He needs to sell this house. So I can give the extra 2, or I can just stay at my offer, right? But I know they're going to take it because he needs to sell. So he'll kind of take anything and everything. But like I say it to say, like, you don't know what people are going through, right? Like I didn't know they were buying another house or all this kind of stuff, but they accept an offer $20-something thousand lower than what they were asking on market.
Oh, okay. I see what you're saying. Yeah.
Disrespectful offers, like Suver says, this is the time to buy.
Yeah. You never know. I sent out 2 yesterday. No, 3. 2 or 3 yesterday. 2. And one agent I didn't hear back from. It's only been a day, so I don't know. And then this one I heard back immediately. She's like, "Yeah," she countered to $2,000 higher, and so we'll see. But I'm probably gonna buy this one.
This is flip.
No, this one's I'm gonna keep this one for the buy and hold. So I'll tell you the numbers. I'm getting it for 70, either 76 or 78, one of the two. I don't know. We'll say 78. I'm gonna put about 20 into it. And then the ARV on that is about 150, 155. And it'll rent for 15 to 1,600. It's a 4-bedroom actually.
Oh wow.
Yeah, 2,000 square foot house, big lot.
Don't
So,
sleep on the market.
huh?
Don't sleep on the market. Oh my
Yeah, I know. I never look at it, and I was like, middle of the night. I was like, let me just look and see, and then now look. So, yeah, try it out, Ravi. Just don't see where your
Yeah.
numbers are at, and
Yeah, I will let you guys know next week.
yeah. Well, Lindsay, how about you? How's the ADU? How's everything going?
The ADU, it's going, actually it's moving faster than I can pay for it, but no more any problems with that.
You guys moving faster than you thought.
Yeah,
That's good.
yeah, I guess so.
No more chickens?
No more chickens. No.
Okay. What'd you do with the chicken?
Yeah, if anybody doesn't know, a chicken just appeared in my garage when my workers were not there, and I was texting my contractor. I'm like, "Did you leave a chicken in my garage? Like, what's going on?" No. So I went asking around the neighborhood because I
Mm,
thought some like it couldn't have gone really far. The chicken, right?
yeah.
We do have coyotes out here, so
Okay.
yeah, we don't. So I asked and we did it like the whole Google map, who looks like they have a chicken coop. So I went in like I went in knocking people that looked like they have a chicken coop and they said no. And then finally one of them said, "Oh no, I don't have all of my chickens are here, but I can take it if you want." And
Oh, nice.
okay, yeah, go ahead. Come take it. So we don't know what to do with it.
Nice.
Yeah.
That would have been me. I probably would have took it too.
Jen says, get a 0% credit card, Lindsay. I learned that from you.
Oh,
Because my ADU is, it's adding up the number. So,
yeah.
yeah.
No, get those points. 100%. I use a credit card for all the flips, and
Yeah.
like I just let the points add up. Every Friday I just transfer money right back to the credit card, and it's kind of my weekly thing.
Yeah. For my contractor here, he doesn't accept credit card payments, but my contractors out in Indiana, they do.
Yeah. Yeah. One of mine does, one doesn't. But that's good. Free points, take them.
Yeah, that's how I travel.
Mr. Fears, good morning, sir.
Hey, how's everybody?
Great. You got any eviction updates for us?
No. No. Wait a minute. Hold on. I'm trying to think. I got so much going on, man. We do the 7th. I think we got a 7th. So what is it? Possession of property. So I think that's what they're supposed to be doing on the 7th at 2:00. So yeah.
That's good.
Yes, very good.
Nice.
Very good. Very good. Very good. So
I'm happy.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, yeah. But like I said, yeah, it's just got so much other stuff going on, man. I tell you, I don't know if y'all can hear that wind. Let me get out the wind here. I jumped out the truck for a minute. But no, all is well. But look, I wanted to ask you, I heard you say you was talking about the credit costs, but I want to ask both of y'all that do y'all have bank accounts, or did you start bank accounts in the areas that y'all invested in? Or did you, and then I also heard you say about your phone numbers. So does that make sense what I'm saying?
Yeah. Lindsay, you want to go? I'll take
I
that.
am very bad, so I don't really have any separate bank accounts.
Okay, no worries.
So I run, Mr. Fears, I run one bank account for flipping and then one bank account for the buy and holds.
Gotcha.
But all my banks are here. Like I just use Chase. I have a bunch of accounts with Chase. I just honestly use Chase for the businesses. Credit cards, I have our personal, my wife and I, that we use day to day, every day. For normal, Amazon's here every day, but the normal expenses, payments, Amazon, food, all that stuff. And then the business, I have a card in my name that I use strictly for the business expenses only.
Gotcha.
And then, like I said, for my business account, I transfer the money right to the credit card. And then phone numbers, I utilize a new CRM now, which I highly, highly, highly recommend. RE Simply. It's expensive, but it is changed my real estate investing so far with just the organization part of it. But with that, you get phone numbers. With that, you get text messages. With that, you get you can change your number. You get different campaigns to where if you want to call a certain list, you can use one number. If you want to call a different list, you can use another number. So I do utilize local to Montgomery phone numbers now. I wasn't last year though. I was using a Google Voice number from my own zip code out here, or area code out here.
Oh,
Okay.
so what do you do, Vincent? Yeah, even I see for my Texas property, I want to have my local number, right?
Mm-hmm.
But I already have a Google Voice. I cannot get the second one. So,
Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
so
So
what is
Google
that
Voice,
you
you're
do?
limited to the one to your phone, right? So
Yeah.
you're saying you made your Google Voice for Texas?
No, I already made one for California.
Oh, okay.
So I want to make one for Texas.
Yeah. I think you may be able to like disable it or delete it and then start over.
Yeah, that I can do,
Okay.
but I am thinking like, is there any other option you, to get a,
As far as I
cheap
know,
option to,
I haven't done it, but you can change your Google Voice number to a different number that's in the area code that you're investing.
yeah, I can do that, but
Oh, you talking about the CRM, Ravi?
mhm.
Okay, yeah. So if with the CRM with RE Simply, they briefly spoke about it at the Deal Champs event. With the CRM, you can build your numbers. So if you wanted a Texas one, if you wanted a California one, if you wanted an Alabama one, you can build different numbers through them. You can call through the platform. It'll record your calls. It'll do everything.
Okay.
So I recommend that. Like I said, it is expensive, but they're actually rolling out now too iMessage through their platform. So when you want to send campaign texts out, it'll send as an iMessage rather than a green message. And they're saying that just builds a little bit more trust with sellers, seeing a blue dot instead of a green bubble, So like they're rolling out a ton of different things. I was actually on a call yesterday regarding what RE Simply is rolling out, but I really like the CRM for the organization, especially for the off market deals. You kind of have like I wasn't using it last year, but now it's like I don't know how I was doing it without it. I kind of like did my own Google Sheets one, but with the CRM now, it's so much easier.
Okay.
How are the rules with like texting, right? Because aren't they like honing down on that
Yeah. So I actually just got the email like 2 minutes ago. So
I would like
the
to
way
say
they
I would like to say Kenny and I tried many things because I pushed him to try and failed at many things. So
yeah.
we probably got a bunch of software and tried to call, and he knows about that CRM stuff, but
Yeah, so with the cold outreach of texting, that's where there's a lot of regulations and laws, right? To where if you're on the do not call list, people can sue. They have it on their phone that you texted them, that kind of thing. This isn't cold outreach. This is more follow up.
Oh,
So
okay.
if I've already contacted you via cold call, via mailing, whatever, I think I don't know the exact, don't quote me on the regulations, but it's a lot more relaxed because I've already made contact with you regarding your property. I'm not initiating a sale with my first text. This is just like, hey, good speaking to you. When's a good time to talk again, kind of thing.
Okay.
So that's more the reason for the text messages. I don't do any cold outreach via text message.
Okay.
And I think it's cool and I think it's great and smart. But I just been scared of the regulations. And even Jason, my mentor, he's been sued a couple times just off text messages.
Okay. Yeah, that's what I was asking
Yeah, that's the
about.
cold outreach. Yeah, mine are
Okay.
just follow up and secondary stuff, or if we get off the phone and I'm like, hey, how many bedrooms was your house again? Like something like that kind of thing.
Okay. Yeah, we tried some stuff like early on and tried to text and cold call, and then I think, Kenny was like, yeah, we could try it, but then he saw the bill, so then with no results, he's like, stop.
Yeah.
Because
It's
it
just one of
does
those
get
things that
expensive. Yeah.
you can hit so many people in a couple minutes. It's great, to use, but there is laws and regulation. I think it's only getting harder now, but people are still doing it. But does that help, Robbie, as far regarding the CRM?
Yeah.
Okay.
Thanks. Yeah.
I don't if I wouldn't say I don't. I highly recommend it, but if you don't have like a lot of leads coming in, it's kind of like you're overpaying because it's
Yeah,
poor
that,
organization
yep,
of a lot of leads. So it's like, but it's such a massive platform. Like it shows you a percentage of what you're using, and I'm only using 25% of it. Like it's such a massive platform.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, it's Robbie, right?
Yes.
One thing maybe for Merced, just because these are some of the things that Kenny and I have tried, but maybe, oh, you have an agent. But I was thinking, like, look at the one thing I've tried for Texas. I don't know if I've tried it for California, for Sacramento, but like maybe find a listing that's been on for a long time and go like direct to agent or something like that, because then maybe they can help you and they're more motivated to sell. Again, I don't know if it works for California because we've tried to do disrespectful offers like in Silicon Valley, and our agent literally thinks we're crazy because there's a high demand. But maybe that's something, you might want to try as well, looking at things that have been listed for, like, if you want to stay in California, which I totally get, find something that's been listed for a long time, whether it's a single family or a duplex, and like track it, right? Keep on tracking it, see if it's dropping price or if it's just sitting for a long time, and maybe try contacting the agent directly. Yeah, so I just thought of that.
Thanks. Okay.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah. So I just started exploring, I built my buy box for Merced. I'm right now I'm trying to do for other cities. I I will find out, like, I will keep trying for next to 2 to 3 months in California itself. If it doesn't fit, if I'm sure that I'm not going to get a cash flow, then I will move on to some other outside, out of the state. Yeah.
Awesome.
So like I want to learn the process, right? That's what I'm trying to do right now.
No, it's a lot. It's a lot.
Yeah.
Well,
Thanks, Jen, for the advice. Yeah, thanks. I will.
no, thank you for sharing.
Yeah, we're here to help. Yeah,
Yeah.
at the last meetup, I invited a former coworker of mine, and then he had no idea I was doing this. He has no idea about real estate, and then he came to the meetup, and then he looked inspired. His eyes were really big. He's like, "I'm gonna go home and talk to my wife right away." And then I told him, this is a friend, not a real estate friend. And then I told him about the meetup Sunday. He's like, sadly, I've made no progress for the month. And he's like, my wife doesn't, sound into it. I'm like, it's okay. People that come are from all stages. And like, if you still don't want to and you're not ready, that's fine. So anyways, my point was, Robbie, like, we're happy to help, and we're definitely at like all different, stages, right? So
For sure.
Thanks. Yep.
And Jen, I apologize. I thought my Sunday was available, but I had signed up to be in a car show, and I thought it was May 27th. It was actually April 27th. So I won't.
Oh, you're fine. Yeah, you're fine.
It's in my calendar too. I put it in, and then I just mixed up the days for the car show, so I'll be there.
You're fine. Trust me. My first meetup, because Casey told me to do it. I was like, I don't want to because nobody's gonna show up. And he's like, just do it. And then so we did it like on a Wednesday night at Big Al's, right? Which is like this, family gathering place. And then it literally was me and him. We brought our kids. So don't worry. I've been to that place.
No, it's gonna be fun though. I was telling Lindsay and everybody I saw a meetup, I think this week or last week, at the same place you're having it. A real estate one day. Huh?
Was it a sub 2 meeting? They had a sub 2 meeting on Saturday, I think, at the same spot.
Was it that Michael dude?
Yes, Michael and J-Rod.
That's what I saw it from then. Yeah.
Yep. So he does it. They do it there every month as well. Yeah. There he had a Michael who was also an ORAAT. He was, I think, speaking there. I saw. Okay. I think that guy's name is Michael, but he was at the ORAAT event, and he's like a former vet, I think. And then he came
on this call one day, a couple weeks or a couple months ago.
So he's also in the sub 2 community, and he was speaking there. But Mike and J-Rod, I guess there's a lot of Mike. I don't know which Mike, but They do that every month at that same spot. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, do you guys have anything else to share, ask, talk about?
Any frustrations?
Yeah.
Well, Kenny and I are still in the first 5-year suck, right? So we're I think I was telling Lindsay on Wednesday, this year we're just stabilizing and kind of looking for deals, but just trying to be patient, right? And yeah.
Oh,
Which
Jen,
kind of,
I do have something for you.
yeah.
You asked about Jennifer Stewart's program and acquisitions after cold calling.
Like a closer, right? Like a
Correct. I
closer.
talked
Okay.
to her this week, and I asked about that, and she said no, she does not have acquisitions because once you train, hire, they start doing work and deals and making money, they leave.
I see.
So she's like, I can never retain them. She herself is an acquisitions trainer. So if you have one, she will train them for a fee. I think she said it's $1,500 for 10 weeks of training.
Okay.
But she will train them, but it's an hour a week. So it's 10 hours, but it's an hour a week. So 10, I thought that was that seems like a long time for an hour a week, but she will train acquisitions members, but she just handles the cold calling. But she's like, acquisitions is hard to retain for retention and how to pay them because you got to get kind of creative. There's like some laws or rules with that, I guess, because they're
okay.
I don't think they're. I don't want to say like shareholders. I forgot what she was saying. But she sent me a really long voice message on that. So no, they do not offer that. But she said they are. You can find them, but you still have to kind of train them because there's millions of different markets, right? And things you got to look out for. And
okay.
so that it is a hard thing to find. I would love to find one. I actually was looking at job postings of them just to kind of see what people were looking for, and they're the real estate investing companies I found that were posting on like Indeed and stuff. They're just looking for agents, and then they'll train them.
Okay.
Because agents already know the lingo, they just don't have the. I mean, some might, but a lot of them just don't have the closing, the underwriting, that whole approach.
So does this okay, so she doesn't find this person that does it, but she can train them. Is that what you're saying?
Correct.
She won't...
So if you hired somebody who's been in sales before, a virtual assistant for let's just say virtual assistant, right?
Yeah.
Pay him a little bit more than the normal cold caller. She'll train and help with the acquisitions part of it. So then they'll be the number 2 after the intake. So the cold caller will find the lead. They'll underwrite, they'll negotiate, they'll do things like that, and then come to you and go, "Hey, Jen, Kenny, I locked this up for $80,000. Does that work?"
Okay.
Something like that. I mean, but you can. I mean, you can do whatever you want, or have them kind of, I don't say have them do whatever you want, but like you can train them to go whatever avenue you need in your business, right?
Okay.
It just takes time, money, effort, commitment, things like that, right? So like I was telling last week, they're closing deals. Like they know what to say when they know his area so well now that he's not on the phone anymore. Like he gets the leads come in, whether it's from mailers, texting, calling, whatever, the agents, and then they underwrite the deal, they close it.
So you can get like a VA then, right? I mean, I know it can't be guaranteed, but nobody can, right? But
you can have a niche in your VA. So you can say, I don't want a cold calling VA. I want somebody that's been in sales or been in marketing or worked for credit card companies, works for tax companies, things like that. You can, put your resume out for whatever you want and then train from there.
Okay. That's helpful. Yeah. I don't know if I'm ready for any of that, but yeah, it's good to know.
Yeah.
I was looking for a VA just to give me some support. I have like a contact in the Philippines that's doing something else. And she's like, yeah, I think I have somebody that can help you. Like, what do you need? I'm like, never mind. I don't know. I don't know yet, but it's good to know there's a world out there that, has resources if I need it. But yeah.
We hired one. So I've had one for about 2 weeks, another one for our home care business that my wife and I have.
Oh, okay.
And today's her end of her second week, and it's been very helpful. She's been building me lists. She's been doing the social media side of things. Not really much admin stuff yet. She's still kind of training. We talk every day, but It's been very helpful, and she's at $4 an hour.
Nice. Okay. Okay. Good to know.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Benson, do you have any updates with that big portfolio?
Oh, yeah.
I was afraid to ask, but yes, I also want to know.
No, so last Friday, I got on, like, I was ready. I had built so much rapport with this guy. I was excited, like, hey, we're gonna close this. So Friday I called, and he's like, hey, I'm gonna see my son on this weekend. I got to figure out if he wants to take over, what the deal is with there. So at that point, I lost off. I was like, man, once you talk to the son, I feel like I'm gonna lose it. So then he's like, call me Monday. So I went to, when did I leave? I left Friday to LA. So that Saturday I just called, and I was like, let me just check in, like, see if the son's there, wants to talk, anything. Dude didn't answer. The older gentleman didn't answer. So I was like, I'm gonna give him, Sunday's Easter, I'm not gonna call him on Easter. So I called Monday, like 9 o'clock, first thing in the morning for him. And I'm like, hey, just checking in. He's like, well, I talked to my son and he's not sure, but I think he wants to take over. And I'm kind of like, well, you told me he worked 28 years for the city. He's about to retire. Managing 48 houses is a full-time job. Does he want to work full-time again? And he's like, I don't know. He's like, check on me in a couple weeks. So we talked again for like another 20 minutes, whatever. Nothing really about the house, just kind of still building more rapport, just getting him to trust me a little more. Because this is an 82-year-old guy in the South. I'm calling from California. So I wanted to just build more trust. And I also don't want to rush it. So I have it on with the RA Simply. I built a task, so it's going to remind me of when to call. I have all my notes in there. I'm just going to reiterate. I'm going to try to get on the call with the son and just see and learn a little bit more about that. I think I can still get it. I still have faith and confidence in it, but we're close. Like the older gentleman's ready. Like but the son is what's kind of holding us up right now. So I might need Val to go out there and take care of the son for me so I can get this deal closed.
Say less. Say less. I can do it. I'm ready.
Yeah. But so I'm still working on it. I'll have more. I think I'm going to call him not next week, but the week after. I think I have it in the task to do that. Give him a little time to sit on it and just keep hitting those pain points of, why would you want to retire and then manage 48 houses and toilets and tenants and all that?
And he hasn't been doing it. So
he hasn't been doing it, yeah. And there's no financial, like, it's so sloppily ran. Yeah, exactly. So I'm gonna just keep pitching that, like, that, hey, we're seller financing the deal. We can do it for 30 years. You can still make the same amount of money while doing absolutely nothing. Like, so I'm gonna try to pitch that some more and try to get on a call with the son. That's my goal. I don't know if he'll give me his number, and I don't want to. I can find it, but I don't want to like randomly call this guy like, hey, I'm talking to your dad and trying to close this deal.
I think you're going to be fine. It's one of those deals. It's almost kind of like it's there.
Yeah.
But he had every opportunity to jump in and fill it out, see if it's something he wants to do. Now you called and it's like, well, wait a minute.
Yeah.
Let me check. I don't know. Just pump your brakes. But then, like you said, that's still one of those things that, you throw your hook out there because, like I said, if he ever gets to a point where it's too overwhelming, you're gonna be the first person to call. So
yeah, exactly.
So like you said, keep doing what you're doing because some people they think like, it's easy because the only thing they're looking at is the money aspect of it, but not knowing, hey, you got to put some work in.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, it's some work, and it's gonna be some work that you don't want to do because if it was, you would already been there. So, but just keep doing what you're doing, bro. It's all gonna pan out for sure.
Yeah, I appreciate that. That's the motivation I need.
Absolutely.
And it's one of those, like, to close a 48 unit deal in a week is very unheard of. So this is going to be a long-term build rapport, constant communication type thing. So I'm not really mad at it anymore. It took me like that Monday. I was like really down. Like I wanted it so bad. But I was like, how can I close this in a week? Like that, there's just no way. Or get the contract signed in a week, But it's one of those. It's just gonna take a little time. I'm just gonna, I got good enough rapport with them, I think, and we'll just keep talking, keep building. But yeah, like you said, Mr. Spears, I appreciate that.
I'm gonna be quiet because I'm gonna say this, but you have to think about it. You just what you just said. It's a 48 house deal.
Yeah.
If this, it's not saying it's gonna take that long, but if it took 2 years. You understand what I'm saying? That's where I feel like you work, you grind it, you work. Now, if it got 2 years and it didn't pan out, then that's
Yeah.
one thing. But
Yep.
like I said, that's a big portfolio. Don't put so much pressure on yourself, but just make sure, hey, we're being good people, we're being honest. I don't have to tell you all of that. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But it's gonna be a work in progress.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Even if you have to get to where you sending Christmas cards, or
Yeah.
you do whatever you got to do. You
Yep.
sending little Debbie oatmeal cakes.
Yeah.
Whatever it takes, but
Yeah.
just letting know, hey, I'm still here.
Mhm.
So
Yeah,
I'm
that's
done.
exactly what we do. He's
Yeah.
like, check back. So every maybe week or two, just call in, check in, see how things are going. Just let him know I'm more than just wanting to buy, here to help, kind of thing. And yeah,
Yeah, you might have to get in front of him too, like go to Alabama.
I thought about that. Yeah, I think I want to build a little. I want to figure out the sound a little bit more. And then that has been an option. 'Cause I told him too. I was like, hey, I'm more of a in person kind of person, thing. Like, and I know he is too. He's 82 in Alabama. So I want to, definitely get in front of him and try to. That may be the key right there.
Yeah, because he's gonna see you, he's gonna know you, and he's gonna see like you're a small investor,
Yeah.
you're trying to scale up, and
that's why I was like, man, you're who I want to be. Like you're sitting chilling right now, and he's working on his portfolio, but I was like, I'm working just to be like you, and commend you on your portfolio and what you built, and yeah, exactly. Yeah, so I'll hopefully have good news next Friday. But I think it's the Friday I'm gone. Let me see.
working their vacation.
Oh, if for this deal, I will be working it. But no, next week will be and then I'll be missing the 9th week, May 9th. Yeah. And then you're gone end of May, right?
21st to onwards.
What is it?
The 21st onwards.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Awesome. Well, if you have anything else, Lindsay, or anybody else?
No, do you guys have any questions, any concerns? I know this is a small group, but
I'm okay. I'm okay today.
We're gonna be checking on Val, so to see what happened on May 7th.
Yeah, May 7th. That's my son's birthday. I want to hear.
Good news.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm supposed to. They supposed to have I guess they'll do their meet. It's at 2:00 on that day. So yeah. I'm definitely ready to get that done and over with for sure. So we can, as I say, move on with our life.
Good.
So
Good.
Yep. But hey, I appreciate y'all for sure. Thank y'all for the call. Appreciate y'all. Yes, it's been good. Thank you.
Well, if nobody else has anything, we'll just call it a short call today.
Yeah, the first short call.
Yeah. Well, you guys have a good weekend, and always good talking to you guys. Lindsay, you as well.
Yes, I'll see you next week. Bye-bye.
You guys
Have a good weekend. Bye.
Yeah, have a good week. Yes, thank you.